Hey guys, this is a settings guide. I've changed my binds. They were like that, but for some reason they keep on changing every time I restart Fortnite. Same with this sound quality. I don't know if it's just me that my settings keep on resetting to whatever Fortnite wants. Oh, maybe it's the game user settings. Probably it is that actually. But if you didn't already know, I've switched mouse and I've switched my building binds to something optimal again, because I did have binds like these before, or possibly the same binds, like quite a bit ago now though, because these were optimal, but my thumb was doing all the work. But now I just can't be arsed. I just want good movement, because when I'm using the other binds like Q and stuff, like I can't move left and it's just frustrating. And I've already got like optimal binds, like my edit button, and I've changed my mouse grip. If you guys didn't know, most of the tons of pro players have tons of great aimers use fingertip grip on keyboard and mouse. So if you guys want, I know this is a settings video, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm gonna tell you this anyways. So if you want better aim and you don't have good aim now, and you use something like palm or not claw or fingertip, then you could try claw. Claw is like in the you could be a better aim with that, but it will claw will probably give you very good mechanics if you want. But fingertip for me, and for quite a lot of people, fingertip is the best, and not just fingertip. Like most people have their wrist just on the table. You should use your whole arm if you're a high sense, and just ignore this. If you're like a low sense or a medium sense, or something that uses your arm a bit more, and you use your wrist, then I recommend you use your arm more and have your arm on the table. If your table or desk isn't big enough, then fair enough, but trust me, it gives you so much better aim, because you have more, and because I've switched to fingertip, and it's a lot harder for me to edit, but I should get used to it, as I use mouse button to edit, and because if you use like F or something, your fingers are quite strong, like on your keyboard, the way how you hold it or whatever. But I use my fingertips, I've ordered a better mouse now. I literally just ordered a mouse. If you guys are looking for a mouse and you want a better mouse and don't know what to get, and you don't really care about your budget, as long as it's not like $150 or over, the Logitech G Pro X Superlight, I think it was in sale, or it is in sale. Unlucky for me, I unfortunately decided to buy it the day before sale, but which I was really pissed about. I was like, only if I waited one more day and ordered it, I could have got like £17, £18, whatever pounds, basically £20 off. But I think it's on sale, and if you're looking for a better mouse now and you don't like the mouse, and you don't want to budget over 100, over £112, It doesn't have to be like over £150. Then Logitech G Pro X Superlight, or the Rave Survivor Ultimate. Personally, I'm using the Rave Survivor Ultimate. It is actually, the mouse that I've got is actually more expensive, although that's because I've got my customized. Technically, it should be cheaper, but because the Razer Viper Ultimate is the best Razer mouse in my opinion, and they're like 90. So they're like £80 without the dock, £100. I don't know, but they're like £100 with the dock or without. I'm not sure. You can go check. But I have a Razer Viper Ultimate. I mean, no, not Viper. Razer. Dude, wait. Yeah. Right, Razer Viper Ultimate. Yeah, I do have the Razer Viper Ultimate. It's not, the side buttons aren't the best, and it's 74 grams, and the G Pro X Super Light is 63, which is even lighter, which for me on low sense will actually be nicer, because it will have a better better glide. I'll be able to be more precise, whereas not sloppy like with some of my edits. Although I have just switched the sense again. I went back to really low sense. I know this is stupid. Like, why would I ever go to really low sense where I just have a normal sense? I did, but I was never good with it. I've always found it high, no matter what. I've been training with it for ages. Not ages, but quite a bit of time now. And I'm still finding it high. So I've switched to 2% with 400 DPI, using my whole mouse pad again. And trust me, in Arena I'm so much better. Like, I don't know what, I think it's my aim. Or it's my fingertip. Yeah, my fingertip grip now, arm slash fingertip. That doesn't really make sense. Fingertip, but using more of my arm with the fingertip, like pushing my mouse forward, back and around with my wrist, basically using my wrist. But combining every movement with my arm, that doesn't really make sense. That is how I get the most potential out of my aim. And if you want to do that and you have horrible aim and you're like me and with actually okay mechanics, which not anymore because look at my mechanics. This is literally all I can just about do a quad edit. I can box people, but yeah, my edits aren't that great because of your edits will actually be pretty good if you use like F or something on your keyboard, although it'll still be unoptimal. Actually, I'm going to change my binds right now in this thing. Actually, no, screw all that. I need to get on to the settings part. Okay, so for some reason, that's not in. Oh no, wait no. I use double movement, so I need to put that in there. But jump, spacebar, obviously. Well, you don't have to, but I like spacebar because I can just click with my build binds. Like, I rest my thumb on my build binds, like ZXC now, with just naturally. So that's why I switched back then. Well, I still have to click everything with my thumb, which is pretty annoying, but it's kind of bummer, but they're optimal. I want good optimal. I want to use the best movement. Like, I literally killed a streamer with Andy said my movement's insane, and actually no, that doesn't matter. Screw that. Nobody cares about that. But yeah, just spacebar because my thumb, actually I use kind of my palm near my thumb, just under my thumb. I rest the bottom on my spacebar of my thumb on my spacebar / palm, clicks, and literally every other streamer I watch, although some may not, but still I do. 'Cause I've always just liked it because it's so much easier. And if I did that, I couldn't do that if my keyboard wasn't like tilted at like at my angle. I kind of might have my keyboard tilted at 90 degrees, but don't ask me why I'm such a weirdo like that. I just kind of like it. And yeah, I just like it's really bad for my wrist. Oh, suddenly my edits have got, oh no, they haven't, now they went back to their old selves. Oh no, how's my edits? They're not much faster, but they were faster than before. No, not like before, but like on this mouse grip, like when I started filming this video. Alright, it doesn't matter about that. There, if I go to my old grip. I can't even... Right, is it just me or is it input delay? Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's because of this. That distracts me as well. It's a bit... Oh, it's still input delay. What is that? Where is that input delay coming from? Is that my mouse? Or I'm not sure. Like it's just delayed pressing everything. Oh, I just went on to my new mouse grip and I feel so much worse. Like I can't do this stuff anymore. Oh, I see how many coordinates I can do, let alone one. Alright, why do I always go off topic? I'm so bad. Alright, this is going to be a long settings, guys. Oh, wait, we're going through every single one. Alright, so every single one, screw the keybinds, I'll do that after. Actually, no, we'll do keybinds first because I started it. So spacebar, yep, I use that just because it feels comfortable. It can be anything, but I recommend it's like something of your spacebar. Actually, I just recommend it's spacebar because like, who doesn't use it? I'm joking. Sprint, I don't have the spine because obviously sprint by default. You already know. Yeah. Next. Yeah, so sprint by default, I have that on because if I turn it off, it just makes it. This can be useful if you don't know how to quad edit or you want to learn something but slowly and you can't do it fast like this. You can like. It's a lot easier because look, I couldn't do this on my. When this was on. So that is basically for practicing, but I recommend you have this on, so turn this on. Then next auto run, this doesn't really matter. Crouch, I recommend if you have smaller hands like my friend had to use the left shift. I can't really work with that, but yeah, it's Sharon uses left shift, but yeah, he did something to his pinky, but that doesn't matter. So I just use left control because I just find it comfortable. Oh, it's just everybody who I watch uses it, and it's the default mine, so I just use it. Next, fire. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna skip the things that don't matter. Reload. This is originally R, but I literally today changed it to V, and it's today. So it's surprising how I've already. Although I was playing some arena with these bands, and was like on creative for like an hour, but still, I'm doing okay. time having these binds. And my fingertip. Next part. Oh yeah, reload. I recommend it could be R, but I just use something thing. But if you use R, you have to remember you have to take your finger off of D, so you can't move right whilst using. Although you don't press it that much, you only press it when you want to reload, which is actually quite a lot in fights, but still. I use mouse with down, so it's really easy, and I can literally spam scroll downwards. Although, actually, no, yeah, I can't wait until I get the Logitech G Pro X Super Light, which is 19th, which I think is 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. So, because that scroll looks even better. The clicks and mouse buttons and everything about it, and like, it's just better, and it weighs less, and it's like got better it's literally just better. So what I was saying about Razer and Logitech, which one you should get? Razer's barely anything cheaper. It's only cheaper if you get it uncustomized. So I recommend spending that extra £12 as it's on sale. It's not 130, it's 112 because it's on sale. So I recommend you get that if you want a mouse, which is the best mouse in the world, in my opinion, and other people's opinions. And so many people use it in Valorant, whatever. I also, yeah, my aim is absolute dog schmite sometimes on Valorant because of my mouse. I know that's complete cap. It's just because of me. I just want to sound good, but you need to get it if you want a good mouse. Like, don't buy. I mean, you can buy my mouse. It's not my mouse, but you can buy a Razer Viper Ultimate. But if you had the choice, this Logitech G Pro, trust me, these mouse buttons aren't that fast. They have I can literally feel the pre-travel. It's not too much, but it's not as much as I exaggerate actually. But yeah, I say the Logitech G Pro X Super Light is better, just overall. But yeah. So next thing, so we've done that. Yep, I use this so I can spam crowds before I went off talking about how good the G Pro X Super Light scroll and everything looks and is probably is. I use left alt, so I use 2 because this I have where is it? Oh no, it's a bit off. This is where is it? Oh yeah, keep that on. This is on hold to swap pickup, because look, if you don't have this on, you can't, look, if I have it in the wrong, slot, if I didn't have, if I just had it in the wrong spot, why is it going to the first? Oh yeah, I've got the stupid thing. It's not the same as it used to be. Oh well, this mostly won't matter anymore actually. But if you hold this, if you hold down the alt, and if there's like this in your inventory, actually, and so you want to swap it, you want to hold down alt, or just don't. Does it even work anymore? I bet it doesn't. Well, it doesn't matter because apparently it doesn't work anymore. But I use it anyways. But yeah. So actually, I'm gonna turn it off because I don't think it works anymore in chapter 3. So I'm just old, like that. But so next, These are optimal. Actually, I can't waste this much time. Just copy some of mine and adjust it if you want. I don't really mind. Scrolling through. These are all optimal, as I said. Pinky. Right, I'm going to talk about this. So, the reason why I've got my edit bind in 2 slots is because, so if you don't have this on, it, like, you can hold it, and then, like, do it. And, like, it doesn't automatically go. But with this, when I put my edit bind there, it's like, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. Right, what was I even going to say? Because it doesn't really change anything, does it? Does it? So, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. But, so, basically, next. Yeah, I don't know why I was going to talk about that. Just stupid I am. So this doesn't really matter because you're not going to want to, unless you, I don't know. Yeah, basically all my stuff. This stuff doesn't really matter. But this stuff is the most important. Alright. Next. Oh yeah. I could go into controller, but if you play Xbox. Oh wait, why are my binds reset? Oh no, they haven't. I use I play double claw on Xbox, which is really weird. So you probably don't want to do that, but you can do that. This isn't so weird if you use PlayStation because you can double claw easier because your left hand isn't, your left index finger isn't actually, I mean left index or middle finger isn't on the joystick. So basically my binds. These are generally the lowest because my controller doesn't get drift. I don't know why anymore. It used to on my old controllers, but I don't think it gets drift anymore. Or because I got a new controller actually, so well, it's not that. No. It's pretty new though. Alright, this is personal preference, although I do think you should be playing high. Oh yeah, also I've recently switched to this because my friend said that you can hear it with it on, and I started using it, and a ton of my friends use it, so I just use it, and it is pretty OP because you can literally see when someone is healing. Apparently it decreases FPS, I don't know, I don't really care though. When someone's healing and you can't hear, like sometimes I can't hear them healing, but it would just tell me, it would just have it. And when there's someone walking, can't hear it, but you can like see. Like when they're obviously closer to you, you can hear it. Like when they're like pretty far away, they just pop up. Or like anything you can't generally hear. And you can actually hear with these on. So yeah, use these if you don't care about lower FPS by I don't know how much. But yeah, 10, 20 FPS probably. But I don't really mind. I've got a good enough PC, so I don't really need to care about that. And also I'm getting just ordered an i9 900K. Is such a rip-off. £600 just for graphics cards, which is crazy. So basically yeah, so doesn't matter. So yeah, we've done this part. Controller. Now you probably don't want to use high settings, but if you're some crazy psychopath who likes ultra high sense with I don't actually use that too high build mode in edit mode. I used to use like that. I think it was definitely that. Yeah. I don't actually know. No, it's like 3.6 with like 4 or something. I don't know. But these are my controller settings. Also, this does count for keyboard and controller. This slide whole time. It's in the controller tab. I know that's kind of weird, but it does work because it takes. Oh no, this map doesn't have sliding in, but Right, well that doesn't matter. Okay. Basically, yeah. Next part. Yeah, so if you want to slide instantly, like literally pressing it down just a tiny bit, it'll slide. But sometimes I slide accidentally. So I have had it on there before, I've had it on there. Actually, I'm going to keep it on this so I don't accidentally slide sometimes. Actually, do that. Alright, so these are my controller settings. You can copy them if you want. But, yeah. You might find them a bit high. Unless if you're just some high controller demon sense. Right, this can actually matter. I recommend I recommend not as slow as mine because you probably don't have some stupidly large mouse pad is as tall as me. I literally measured it with me. And keep in mind, I'm at 5'7", 8, 9, 6 foot. I don't know, I'm joking. I don't know, I'm like 100, almost 80 centimeters or something. 175 centimeters. This is 170, 165, 160 centimeters, 140 centimeters. No, I'm joking, I don't actually know, but I'm pretty tall. I know for a fact that I'm 5'6", 7, 8, 9, 6 foot. I don't know, but I'm not that small, and it's as tall as me. So yeah. So yeah, you probably don't want to use this sense because. Right, what DPI am I using? Although I don't use my whole mouse pad, I use about probably 2/3 of my mouse pad for the sense, which is 2%, 400 DPI. So that basically let's go on to actually no. So yeah, I probably recommend 2% to 6% with 800 DPI or 1600 DPI or 3200. No, I'm joking. So I'd say probably No, I have used normal sense. I do have a pretty good understanding, and I've heard from YouTubers, streamers, everything. I've heard some people say like 1, like 2% to like 5%, 2% to 6%, 2% to 7%, 4% to 5%, whatever. I think personally, with everything about 2% to 6% is 1600 DPI, because that is actually a pretty average sense. I'd say probably normal for normal mouse pad, like just a one of those normal large ones, like 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters or something. Yeah, probably if you're using like 6%, or 50%, yeah, probably 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. Yeah, they're pretty good for 2%, 6 to all the way up to 6% with 1600 DPI. But obviously, I'm just a freak who uses like, I think 400 DPI with 2%. And because I like to utilize my space of mousepad, because there's no point just not even using it all when I spend however much money on it. So targeting sense, I recommend for an optimal to be able to shoot at, like, aim at close range and aim at far range. I recommend probably under 50, no more than 50. If you use 100, it's just gonna be the same. It's basically this, but just aiming in. Like, it's the same type sense. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more. Although my sense is low, so I can like. I can. My blue is so bad. So yeah, I recommend under 50, so it's not too high to like track with low and high, and nothing under 20% probably. And you can literally look. Actually no. Although, if you look, I'm gonna try to do a Mongol classic on this guy. If you're gonna edit, let's just say you just finished. So you edited. So you edit your thing, and then you edit. Probably gonna be like down here. You're gonna flick up. You could probably use it. I mean, it's your choice. But is it like? Actually, yeah, you could probably use it. Actually, I might use it. Actually, no, I'm gonna use 25 probably. I wouldn't recommend this low if you don't have the biggest mouse pads. I keep on editing it 4 times. For some reason I keep on going like that instead of just confirming it. I always go like, no, I'm doing it. I'm editing. I'm editing now, but by accident. No. So I generally go like that. I don't know why, but yeah. I just recommend probably not above 50. Because yeah. It's just, yeah. Not the best and most optimal. Actually, now I'm going to be sweating. To be what I just said. Well. Actually, yeah. Yeah, this one's pretty good. 40. So yeah, this, I just have this on because I use double movement. Next. 100%, I recommend not having too low because they may look good for clips and stuff, but if you're like end game, as Jaren says, it's just gonna be like, you're just not gonna see like your map, where zone is, what loot, how much ammo you have, what loot you have, if you've picked up something by accident, or your mats, as Jaren says, or just basically, I just recommend 100, probably not over because that just looks too overwhelming, but not anything probably under 7. Nothing under 75. Actually, no. I'd say 100. Just stick to the default 100. This, I just have most of it basically on, apart from latency bug and runtime, whatever that means. Right, now this part. I use Europe because obviously I live there. This, yeah, doesn't matter. I'm English. Yeah, English. Toggle sprint, that like is basically like I'll show you. So like when you like, actually I don't actually know. What the hell does that do? Oh, well, just have it off, I think. Unless if it does something unlike my thing. Next part. This, I can't be asked, just coffee again. Sounds like a drag. Like, just do it. I want to have decent bars. So basically, wait, why is this on? Wait, where is it? Did I just change something? Oh, but yeah. Confirm edit release. You can use this to like, you won't be able to like hold stuff. Like if you want to do it, the reason why I don't like it is because like if you want to hold a thing, you can't like hold the thing. Like if you want to make it, but then like hold down, or otherwise you just have to look up here, miles up, and then you have to, after that you have to slip down, and you can't just you can't do that version. So yeah, you can have that on, but yeah, I don't have it on in tournaments or arena because also sitting in a cone so much easier and stuff. So yeah. Next, full screen is just a fart, just as it says here. In full screen mode, you cannot interact with other windows as easily. You still can by just clicking the Windows key and going onto YouTube and whatever. Whatever you want. But yeah, this will just give you it'll run slightly faster. Well, technically a lot faster for me. It's quite noticeable actually. Well, for me at least. But that's my chair. It's just my. I can't wait until I got my new headset, mic, and everything. But nobody cares about that. Resolution. I have 1920 by 1080. It gives you more input delay than having stretch, but personally I just went back to it because I feel like I play better on it for some reason. Frame limit. I mean, it doesn't affect like. No, I'm on the same mouse grip. It just looks choppier. Personally, it doesn't do that much. Yeah, I'm editing same as I was before on my fingertip grip. My new binds and settings and stuff. I can. Although it does make it is a lot smoother on 240 FPS. But yeah, obviously higher FPS is better because you're probably going to be more consistent with your edits. But for me, I don't know, like. If I go on 30 FPS, this is even worse. Alright, this is where it starts to get bad. And like a lot more choppy. Oh, I forgot my phone. As I just switched to it today. Now I go back to 60. It feels a lot smoother. Yeah, 60 FPS is probably. You don't want to be playing on 30 FPS and trying to like get money. Don't expect to be getting like money until you reach probably like at least 60 FPS. Probably most wanted, obviously, your PC and your monitor. But yeah. My edits aren't very fast, they're actually very slow compared to normal because of my new mouse grip. Makes it hard to edit, but my aim is a lot better and noticeably better on these settings and how I hold my mouse, and yeah, makes sense. But yeah. So 240 FPS. Right, it'll be super smooth. Oh yeah, I'm not playing on the normal. No. Not not really that much better than I was on 60 FPS. Same with floor edits. Not as fast, obviously, because of mouse grip. I've already said that and stuff, and my back. Now, if I go back on to 60, basically the same actually, just more choppy. So yeah. Generally, you want this at your monitor's refresh rate hertz. How many hertz your monitor is, if that makes sense to you. Mine is 240, so I keep it at 240. Generally, it's one up apart from 240. You can go to 360, but you're not really going to see that. So if you've got, if there even is a 30 hertz monitor, you're gonna go to 60. If you've got 60 hertz monitor, you're gonna go to 120 FPS. Got 120 FPS and 120 hertz monitor, you're gonna wanna go to 144 FPS. 144 hertz monitor, probably 165 or 60. Generally 65. Got 165 hertz monitor, you want to go to 180. You got 180 hertz. If there is, I don't think there is. There might not be. And 200, so obviously up. 240 to 360 is a lot bigger of a jump than the other ones. Although 60 to 120 is 60 FPS difference, but 240 to 360 is quite a bit more actually. So yeah, because yeah. So yeah, back at my point, 240 to 360 is what's it called? 120 FPS difference. And so brightness, if you play in performance mode like me, you're gonna want this at 150 and try to turn 10. Because recently, if I have it at this, look, performance mode is just, I don't know, it's something about the brightness. They've changed it in chapter 3. It looks a lot darker than it was, and in the map you can see that. In the real Fortnite map you can see that. Yeah. Next thing is, yeah, so 150, and I have that at Try to Snipe 10 because Try to Snipe is very brightest colorblind mode out of all of them. I have that on 10. 3D resolution, 100%. View distance, I have that on near. Textures, I have that on medium because technically it bottlenecks your GPU, so it makes your GPU do some work, and gives it a kickstart. Obviously uses it more. So yeah. Messes. Oh, I should have that on high actually. Because apparently recently they found that low misses actually has lower FPS than in chapter 3 basically. high, so I'm gonna put that high. VSync, that gives you input delay, but it like basically makes your game a bit smoother and cuts out all the what's it called, as it says here, enable VSync. It limits, so basically, yeah, screen tearing, so basically it just gives you like a smoother type thing. It looks better slightly, but it gives you a lot worse input delay and frame rate, as it says there. Show FPS, I don't really like this. You can have it on, but I'm not sure if it's just me or whenever I'm playing, then it's just that flickering. Sometimes it doesn't happen when I've got stable FPS, stable 240, whatever. But sometimes when I go into fights, like in arena, or keep on going from like 230 to 240, and like it'll just keep on like going mad up here. And yeah, so I have that off. Performance mode obviously is basically just gives you the best performance, as it says in the name. And yeah, that is basically my settings. So yeah, hopefully you now know what settings you want and you can configure them to what you like. But hopefully optimal. Yeah. So yeah, that is the end of my tutorial. And don't really know what else to say other than peace.